Welcome back, everyone. I'm once again here with James Ray XRP, the project lead, and I don't know, CEO of Schmeckles,
Co-creator of Schmeckles.
co-creator of Schmeckles. I'm just
I
kind of
am
like,
I am the CEO of the Schmeckles Pty Limited, which is the Australian company. But yeah,
okay,
the project itself is just Schmeckles XRPL, and I'm the co-creator. Yeah,
gotcha. I was just
and
like, I was
project
like,
lead.
make sure I got that right because I've never asked you about that. But
Yeah,
yes, I wanted to wish you, of course, welcome back. This is another update for Schmeckles and all that's going on with this project. And have James Ray again back with us. Stick around for more Schmeckles content, of course. And if you have not seen the other video that we're going to be referencing here about the game that Schmeckles just released, and congrats on that, by the way.
thank you so much. Yeah.
We'll talk about that here in a bit, as maybe as well as some giveaways towards the end.
Mhm.
Stick around for that. But yeah, happy 8-month birthday, I guess, for the
Thank you.
Schmeckles.
Yeah, so we launched in November 2021, which marks 8 months this month, which is very exciting. So a lot of other projects on the XRPL are still quite young, and we're quite happy to be at that 8 month mark, going from strength to strength. And I guess something that I've been wanting to talk about with you, JT, that I haven't had a chance to mention because there's just been so much going on, is that Schmeckles have a diminishing supply. And what that means for people who don't know is on the XRPL, issuing projects who issue a token have the opportunity to black hole their issuing wallet. And when a wallet is black holed, it means you cannot issue any further tokens. So this
Mhm.
is something that you should be looking for in tokens, but it's not always it doesn't always mean that being black holed is a sign of a good token. So there are other tokens out there, and one that I want to talk about, which is the Reaper token or the Reaper coin. So the Reaper coin offer a burning platform. So what they do is they take 20 projects every month and they put them up for a vote, and the vote occurs every 2 weeks within that month. And the projects that receive votes, those votes get converted into an XRP pool, which gets invested back into that project. And the tokens that they invest in at market value, by the way, they then burn. So we have been participating with the Reaper, I think, for about 5 or 6 different reapings now. So our supply is continuing to diminish, and we're actually just about at that 1.4% of our supply has been burnt away now. So we started with 1 million tokens. We issued 1 million tokens back in November 2021, and we are now at 986,064 schmeckles, and we're going towards another reaping this coming weekend, so the final weekend of July, and that will be finalized in August. So we're going to push past that 1.4%. We're hoping to get to that 1.5% of burnt tokens. But just going back to the basis of, I guess, economics that people sort of talk about, and you're really looking for that supply versus demand to distinguish the value of something. So in our minds at the Schmeckles project, the more Schmeckles that get burnt, the more value the Schmeckles that are remaining have. So
Yeah.
as we move forward, we're going to continue to burn Schmeckles, and this is just one of the ways that we're doing that. Other ways we're doing it is through our merch. So any profits made through our merch will be invested into Schmeckles at market value and burnt. The Reaper project also offers a drip. So that drip
That's what I
comes
wanted to
through
ask
as
you about.
XRP. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
comes through as XRP. At the moment, we're using those to purchase Schmeckles at market value and to burn them. However, there has been a push from some of our community members, as well as from some of the Reaper community members, to reinvest that drip back into the Reaper project, into their drip fund, which
Mhm.
then will increase the drip for all investors in Reaper into the future. So that is something that we'll probably put up to a vote with our community. We're not too sure when we'll do that, so we'll probably base it in the August sort of period. But yeah, that's a consideration and a potential change for our project. But at the moment, all the drips that we're receiving, both to the project fund as well as the dev fund, we're utilizing to purchase Schmeckles at market and then burn them as well. So then I also mentioned the merch profits are being burnt. And then I guess to link it into the game, so the Schmeckle invasion.
Wait,
So
wait, wait.
we've
Oh, sorry. I've got to stop you.
you got to slow me down.
Yes, like
Sorry,
you
man.
just running me over, man. I was like, all this information.
I'll take
So
a drink of water.
yeah. So wow, you just laid so much on me. So I know that about the Schmeckles in terms of and if you're not familiar with the Reaper, I of course have other content that you can go see. I have a very good visual breakdown of what the Reaper project does. It is not the easiest to understand, but the videos and the visual breakdown I feel like help.
I actually saw that you recorded their audio white paper. Is that right?
Yeah, that was
You
a
worked
while
with them on
ago.
that? Yeah,
Yeah, it was
fantastic.
great. But I just want to say, if you're not familiar with them, to really understand what James is talking about here, you might want to go view one of my Reaper update videos. And so that I do those whenever a reaping happens. And so just say, go check that out. But we're talking about the reaping. We're talking about you as Schmeckles. And this is the first time I've seen this with any other project, which is really cool and a testament of how I feel like smart you are. Because you have essentially created your own meta reaping or a reaping on top of a reaping.
Yeah.
So that blew my mind. So in spite of, I mean, no, a project being so to be a part of the reaping, you have to be voted on and you have to be one of their approved projects and you
Yes.
have to be randomly chosen by a random number generator and be in the top 20.
Mhm.
And then people have to vote for you. So there's like 3 different layers of getting to be a part of a reaping for a project at this time. And you've managed to make that a few times, which
That's right. Yeah.
congratulations and get voted on. And while Schmeckles is a meme coin, the supply demand and all of that, whenever you have a really low supply and if demand ever peaks, then potential for price is pretty huge. And you're like you said, your price is diminishing. And on top of that, even if you
Our
don't get
supply is diminishing.
yeah,
Hopefully, our price isn't
your
diminishing.
supply. Sorry, no. I think your price is very healthy from what I understand. Again, none of this is financial advice, but it's really, really cool to me that, and I really wish other projects, if they wanted to have a burn function, would do the same, or even have a passive income if they bought some Reaper, used the drip to purchase more, maybe even sold some NFTs to purchase more Reaper tokens so they could have a drip that they could distribute passively um to their holders. These are
Another
all
good idea.
different, yeah,
Yep.
all different possibilities, right? Of course you could probably put up to a vote, but I just cannot say enough that idea of creating your own reaping using the drip to then buy Schmeckles off of the market and then kill Schmeckles so that your supply further diminishes is just it's really, really cool. And when I saw that, I got super excited. So
Oh,
I just didn't
fantastic.
want to
Thank you,
like
JT.
let you run over that because that's something
Okay.
projects have not caught on to and have not done. And I think that
Well,
it's an
you hit
extremely
that,
smart move.
yeah, and you hit the nail on the head because not every month are we going to be part of that Reaper vote. So, like you said, it's a randomizer, so it's going to be 20 projects selected through a random selection, and if in the case that we're not being selected, we wanted to still be able to provide some positivity and some gain to the project, and that is through utilizing that drip. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, when can we see this community vote about the possibilities in which direction the community would like to vote to go? When do you plan on submitting that vote to the community?
Yeah, so I think it's going to depend on what happens in August. If we get selected again in August, then it will be an easy time to put it up for a vote. If we don't get selected, though, we might not put it up a vote. We might delay it just so we can still provide that reaping, that in-house reaping, I guess, or the in-house burning. So it's going to be this year though. So there's enough pressure coming through from the community to make us really take notice. And there's a few really, really cool people in the Reaper community who have contacted me personally and provided me with the information about how valuable recontributing back to the drip fund will be for the future. And
Gotcha.
I'm one of those people personally. So this is not Schmeckles related. This is just me as an investor. I always look for that long-term gain. It's a very dangerous game to be playing, just day trading and looking for that quick gain. So I'm always looking into the future. What are the projects that I can sit on for a while and really take notice of them and make a gain in the long run. And to add value to that, the Australian government with investments in cryptocurrency, if you hold them for over a year, you actually get a tax discount. So there's value to that as well in my mind. So a long hold for me personally is always something I'm looking for. So yeah, if that drip fund in the long term can grow and grow bigger and bigger and bigger, then you're just going to receive more drips and more XRP. So
Yeah,
it's very exciting. Yeah.
I'm really interested to know, and this I guess something for all of you Reapers out there watching that also hold Schmeckles, which would be really cool. You the It's not really the place for it, but again, my thought is, and we can move on from here, is that if the stimulus is always 50%, will we ever really run over with the um interest bearing account? Because that's kind of my thought, is like, at what point does that interest take over? Is, in spite of whatever the different numbers are, is there a point to what that no matter the numbers that cuts over? I know under certain scenarios it does, but yeah, anyways, I'm sure the Reaper team has it figured out. They're smarter than me. So
yeah. Maybe it's one of the hard questions to ask Steven. So that's something that's pretty cool. Like that's what's up on the screen now. So the Reaper Steven's actually going to be on MTV this week on a show called The Blocks, I believe, BLOX. And he's going to be promoting the Reaper, but ultimately it's promoting the XRPL. So I really think it's a great thing to celebrate. And we did as well at Schmeckles. So that's why we've put up this post and wishing him luck. And Steven, if you are watching this, good luck, my friend. And yes, I hope you do really well. And I'm sure you will, because you are a very intelligent person. So yeah, it's really, really exciting. We're putting the XRPL, or so I should say the Reaper's putting the XRPL on the global map.
So getting on to the game that you've launched the beta for, here you have some pretty cool announcements for that.
Yes, definitely.
What are those, James?
So if you haven't watched the previous video, like JT alluded to earlier, please go on and watch our previous video. It gives a good introduction to the game. But the game has been launched in beta. And what that means is it's not the final release. So in this period, we want people to get onto the Schmeckle invasion and give it a play. And we're looking to collaborate with different people in the community. So we're looking for projects who want to have their project hosted within the game. We're looking for people who want to show off their NFT. So it might be an NFT project, or it might be an individual who just wants to show off their NFTs. We're looking for musicians, for individuals who want to have themselves as a character in the game. Now, all these facets, except for the music. So the music, we're going to promote the music for free. We're not going to charge people to have their music hosted in the game. But for all the other facets, we're going to ask for a Schmeckles fee for that to happen. So if you want to have yourself as as a character within the game, there's going to be a Schmeckle fee for that, and those Schmeckles will be burnt. So that's not coming back to us as a profit. They're going to burn so we can continue to diminish the supply of Schmeckles. So that's just another way that we're trying to really give more and more value to the Schmeckles token.
So you have the Reaper burning Schmeckles, you're using your drip of the Reaper to burn Schmeckles, your merch is burning Schmeckles, and your game is burning Schmeckles. There's not going to be a Schmeckle left.
Well, that's the thing. There will be plenty of Schmeckles left. It's just the value is going to be increased. Yes. So as the value of Schmeckles increase, the burn or the purchase at market isn't going to be as impactful. But that's the balance we're looking for. So the potential is there right now. It's just a matter of either a matter of time or a matter of interest. One of those just needs to push, and either way, we're going to get there. So it's very exciting.
Yep. Crazy.
Not financial advice.
Yes, but so tell us more about the art competition, or is that going to be for something later?
Let's quickly run over it now. We can tease it now for sure. So in August, we're going to be launching our next art competition. We have had a number of art competitions so far. The next competition's all going to be based around weapons. So we're looking for people to design weapons in the style of Rick and Morty. So the art style of Rick and Morty. You can either do it on paper, you can do it as graffiti on a wall somewhere, hopefully a private wall, not a public wall. You can do it on computer generated art. Maybe you want to make a song about a weapon, you want to write a poem about a weapon. You can just get as creative as you want. And then the winner of that competition will receive whatever they create as an NFT, that's given back to them, and that's an XLS20 NFT, and it will be given back to them. And they're also going to be given the opportunity to be a character in the final release of the Schmeckle Invasion. There also will be a small XRP prize too, but they're the two major prizes, will be the NFT as well as becoming a character in the game. Gotcha. And working with them on the character's dialogue, maybe a quest line, depending on what their interest is. But yeah.
Well, we'll have to get more details about that later, but it's cool to tease.
Sure.
The updates to the game, those will be all updated at the release of the final game, correct? So if someone gets an in-game character, if someone purchases if a project wants to purchase a town or a character or something for their project, it will all be released at the final version, right? It's not like they have to keep re-downloading each time, right?
So there's a few ways we can do it. So if a character is introduced to an existing town, we can actually update that immediately, and it can be part of the beta release. So, and it won't impact any of the save games of anyone that's on there. But if like a project comes to us and they want to introduce a whole new city, a whole new town, they might want to take it away from Earth, and they might want to create a new planet, a new universe, a new galaxy, whatever they want to do. Mm-hmm. We can, that will have to be in the final release. It's just, that's going to impact on all the save games if we introduce it now. Oh. So, but yeah, so like let's talk about Too Cold Town, for example. If someone in Too Cold's community wanted to create a character and they paid that Schmeckles fee, which will then get burnt, we could get them into the beta release. So they could be in there as soon as tomorrow, really. So it's just a matter of what that expectation of the customer is.
Gotcha. So there is some flexibility there, but there's also a cutoff at like what is too much work for the beta, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
Cool. And I know that you said you needed artists, musicians, and those who may be interested in helping you develop the game.
That's right.
Or contributing.
That's right. So we're looking for contributors. So we're looking for musicians. So we already have quite a few musicians who have contributed, but we're always looking for more. So they may be Schmeckles specific songs, or they may be just a song that you've written that you want to get some more airtime and marketing on, and you can do that through our game. Of course, we're going to credit you for that. But we're also looking for people who just want to get involved with the game. Maybe you gave it a play, it gave you all those feelings of nostalgia back from your childhood, and you're really interested in contributing to the final release. So we have had conversations started with a few different projects already around that. And we're just really excited for with us and really diversify the flavor of some of the interactions in the game. A lot of it have come from in-house in Schmeckles at the moment. So the more people we bring on, the more different sort of interactions people will have, and different dialogues and different flavors, I guess, the different flavor of those interactions. So we're definitely looking for that. And just to tease something as well, we don't know how this will go, but we have applied for a Ripple grant through the Schmeckle Invasion. So the Schmeckle Invasion has the beta release has acted as that championship that we've submitted to Ripple, wow. Along with obviously all the backlog and dialogue to them as well. So if we do win that grant, what we're hoping to do with that money is to pay the musicians first and foremost, because they have contributed really their life's work to the game, and they deserve to get paid for that. But we also will be looking to shift away those fees that we're introducing now, and hopefully support some projects or people who really want to be in the game but just can't afford the Schmeckles to pay the fee. So then we can help them out and pay that fee on their behalf, and still utilize that same system of burning those Schmeckles, but having the funds come from that Ripple grant rather than from their pocket.
Gotcha. So it's like a Schmeckles in-game scholarship or sponsorship.
Yeah, exactly right. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's really awesome. Well, I mean, we've covered the game. We've covered the diminishing supply of Schmeckles, as that there's several different ways that Schmeckles get killed, unfortunately. Poor Schmeckles. But the you also had some giveaways going. I saw, of course, like you talked about before, it's your 8-month anniversary of your.
That's right. So you got to be quick. I don't know when this video will be live, but we are doing a giveaway at the moment. So there's about 30 hours or probably a bit longer, probably 40 hours left on that. And the giveaway is 8XRP for 8 different winners, just to celebrate our 8-month. Love the number 8. The number 8 is very is dear to me, and it's a beautiful number in a lot of different cultures. So it also links back to infinity, which we think is right on brand. So yeah, if you get there in time, all you have to do is retweet the post, wish us a happy 8-month anniversary, and obviously, yeah, do the other mechanics, which is just like the like, retweet, and comment. So yeah, good luck to everybody in that giveaway. I guess something else that I just will mention. I'm sorry, JT, I know I didn't give you the heads up on this, but that is we have also teased our NFT releases. So it's one of our first major collections. It's in collaboration with the Urban Monk Studio, and you can see those NFTs on our website. I don't know if you want to go there now, if we got the time.
I mean, I'll put the link in the description if they're interested.
We'll put the link in the description. They're really cool artworks. I'm very, very impressed with the Urban Monk Studio. They are unreal. But that collection will be released with either XLS20 or when on XRP allow minting of NFTs. The collections being submitted to on XRP this week. So that collection will be loaded up for as soon as NFTs launch on their platform. So it's going to be very exciting.
Oh, that's really cool. Is there going to be any utility to the NFTs, or is they?
There is. So we've actually had that conversation with the StakeX team. Sorry, we haven't even talked about StakeX. So just so much going on. So we are partnering with StakeX. We're currently on their platform now for voting just for a Schmeckles staking, and that's STAY staking. But also they have told us about, in future, they're going to have the functionality for NFT staking. So those 5 NFTs for the Urban Monk Studio collection will be part of that StakeX platform of NFT staking. So that's something that's going to be coming as well.
Gotcha. What's the, do you know the price you're going to be selling these NFTs for?
We don't really know just yet. Okay. We had a price in mind, but seeing the NFTs, they just look so good that we think we might push that a little bit further. And of course, again, I should mention the funds that come back from those NFTs, the base cost that we paid for the NFTs, that's going to remain in a fund to fund future NFTs. But any profits on top of that, again, we're going to invest it back into Schmeckles at market value, and we're going to burn those Schmeckles.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, that's really cool. That sounds like a lot of great news. I hope that everyone enjoyed it. I know I did. I'm very interested for that vote to come up, because I want to stop seeing Schmeckles burned and to see some other utility, because I hate burning a Schmeckle. Just sounds bad.
It does sound bad, but it's economically good, right?
Yes, it is. But would love to see some other utility as well. But it's always great to have you, James, and I really appreciate you.
I love being here, JT. Thank you so much, buddy.
I look forward to other news coming soon, maybe in a couple weeks, and I'll learn more about the game, the NFTs, and hopefully we'll have something about that art competition. So stick around for that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm JTXRP. This is James Ray XRP, and make sure to like, share, subscribe, and we're out.